Hello there, this is Jam Master Daniel 96, and in today's video I'll be talking about the third episode of the Obi Wan series. And there will be spoilers, so if you haven't seen it yet, you've been warned, and if you don't want to be spoiled, click off this video, then come back to this video to hear my thoughts. So this is gonna be, I'll talk about some things that go on and give my thoughts and all that stuff. And man, there is quite a lot to unpack with this episode. Lots of stuff goes on. It is one heck of an episode. Man, it will have you on the edge of your seat. Like that opening of the episode, when you have the bit with Obi-Wan and that meditation state, and he's asking for Qui-Gon and all that, and then you have the bit where Vader is getting ready in the armor. Oh, it just gives you the chills. That opening was perfection. Watching that, it just gave me the chills. So that's that there. You pretty much, have Obi-Wan and Leia on the run, so we have that stuff there. And then, they have to say they're farmers from Tull to people and stuff, so we have that there. Then we have Reva, wanting to send out probe droids to track Obi-Wan, and we do have that stuff there. And then we go to the base where the Inquisitors are, and then there's a bit, they have underwater, and that did remind me of, the bit in the ending of Jedi Fallen Order, so that's that there. And then we do have, the fifth brother returning. We don't have an explanation yet what happens with the Grand Inquisitor, because if you've seen Rebels, we know he's the main villain of Rebels Season 1. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do with the Grand Inquisitor before Rebels, and I did mention that in my previous video. So that's that there, and we do have Darth Vader in the flesh in this episode, in the armor. And then we have, Vader talking with Reva and stuff about, where they track Obi-Wan, so we have that bit there. And then there's a bit where Obi-Wan, pulls out his blaster to fight the stormtroopers. He pulls out his lightsaber at the end when he fights Vader, so we have that part there. And then there's a reference to Quinlan Vos in this episode, and I thought that was an interesting key takeaway, which confirms that Quinlan Vos is an Order 66 survivor, and even in Legends he was an Order 66 survivor, so it looks like same is happening in canon, so that's that there. And then, we'll have the bit, with them with the village where the Empire takes over, and then we have the confrontation with Obi-Wan and Vader. Going into this series, when they said we would have an Obi-Wan and Vader rematch, I was skeptical because could this undermine A New Hope? This one didn't undermine A New Hope as I thought it would be. So that's just me. I'd be fine if this was the only fight with Obi-Wan and Vader. And I think it'd be a good way that maybe where Vader thinks Obi-Wan is dead. So I think that would be a good way to go about it. And then, up until A New Hope, he sees him again. I thought we all would think this would be in the finale that Obi-Wan and Vader fought. But we'll just have to wait and see, so that's just my thoughts there on it. But I think the duel was a solid duel in my opinion, and I did like the lighting where the lightsabers, reflected on them, and then this was in the dark and stuff, and then there's a bit with fire, and then, it did bring some parallels to when on Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith, where Anakin was burning. So, Vader was trying to bring Obi-Wan into the fire, and you do get that parallel to that with Obi-Wan and Anakin in Revenge of the Sith on Mustafar, and I think that was interesting there. and then, Obi-Wan gets injured. So that's where, as I said, could be a good way to make where Vader thinks, Obi-Wan is dead at this point. So that's that there. And then the lady that him and Leia meet up with is going to take him to the planet Jabim, which is another Legends reference, which is a planet from the expanded universe now called Legends. And for those that remember from the original Clone Wars comics, there was a battle on a planet called Jabim. So interesting thing there, and it's even referenced in the Revenge of the Sith novelization and even the Clone Wars movie novelization. So you have that there. And it's in the, one of the Republic comics. So, little fun fact there. So, looks like we could go to Jabim next episode. So, be interested in there. Then, once Leia's running to find a ship that will take her back to Alderaan, Reva is in the hangar and looks like she killed the pilot for the ship that would take Leia. So, definitely gonna go something that will go down. So looks like that Reva could capture Leia, and then looks like that Obi-Wan will have to go rescue Leia again. So that's that there. So definitely some interesting stuff, and definitely would probably rate this episode about a maybe 7 or 8 out of 10 would be my rating. So that's that there. And I did enjoy this episode, and it definitely was one that kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat, and it's just like, oh, I want to know what happens next. It just gets better each time, and we'll just have to wait till next week for episode 4. That does it for me in this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think down below. What did you think of this episode? Did you like it? Not like it? Were you indifferent? Let me know your thoughts down below. Share this video. Tell your friends to subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Follow me on Twitter, DanRS87, Instagram, JMD96_YT, and Facebook, JamMasterDaniel96. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you. Bye.